What's going on, everybody? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more God of War 3. And in the last episode, we had a nice little man-to-man encounter with Hades. And we killed him. We made it so that his heart is not beating anymore. And in the process of that, we have his weapon now. The Hades Claw is a really super cool weapon. And in killing him also, we now have the ability to traverse the river Styx without taking any damage of any kind, and that's really important. So there's another godly possession in this area, and the game is really smart about how they place this checkpoint. Because if you were to start, fire up and load the game and start right here, and you go dive in here and start going down, you'll never know that it's there. But if you swim backwards further, you will find that there's a nice little something for us. Right here, we can find Hades' helm. If I can actually pick the damn thing up. There we go. So, this is our second. It is the second one. So, what Hades' helm will do for you, if you decide to power it up and forfeit your ability to get trophies in this game, Hades' helm will max out your health, magic, and item meters, making you virtually incapable of dying unless you are absolutely terrible at this game. Because at this point in the game, having full meters of... Oh, God, it's so gross. Oh, it's one of my favorite visuals in the game, by the way. You just murdered the king of the underworld, so to speak, and then you swim through this open chasm in his body. It's so cool, and you swim through the blood and everything. Ah, it's great. So, yeah, dude, at this point in the game, having full maxed out meters is incredible. So, what we're going to do tonight is, I told you guys we're going to be doing a challenge, and this is one of two different locations in the game that are the best for this situation, and I'm going to do it on this one because it's way easier for me to do it here than it is in the other location, and I'll tell you where it is when we get there. What we're going to gun for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1,000 hit combo trophy. It is a real pain in the ass. It is very time-consuming and stupid, but we're going to get it done because we have to. If we're doing this whole process here. So, prepare. So we're able to do this new ability called Soul Summon. We're not going to do it right now, but this gives us the perfect opportunity to try this. And I will give you a fair warning. When you kill Hades, do not use any orbs to try to upgrade your weapon. Just don't do it. Because it will make this... It'll pretty much overpower your weapon, and so you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to do the L1 and circle move, and so that'll cause these little skulls to come flying out of your weapon. And they'll fly around the room and they'll hit these guys, but it is an incredibly weak move. And almost ruined my streak there. It is an incredibly weak move, so it is one that you can do this to these guys for a long time. But even if you do kill these guys, there will be more people that continue to spawn in here. So it'll actually give us literally just enough enemies to be able to pull off this maneuver. And a lot of it is just trying to, micromanage not taking hits from these guys, because that'll really throw the wrench in this whole process. The first time I actually pulled this thing off, dude, I got up out of my chair and I screamed. I actually legitimately screamed like a bitch. It was so funny. Just because I had tried to do it and I had failed, I'm gonna say probably a solid 20-25 times, and I'm not making up numbers. Like that is a fully legitimate figure. It was very frustrating. Just like you get into certain areas where you're trying to reel off a bunch of extra hits here, and these guys sneak up on you sometimes, and you just can't get out of the way of them sometimes. When you can get them really far away like this is where you can really do some damage. You can really kind of spam this move and really get them in a weird spot. And like I said, time-consuming, yes. Annoying, oh yeah. But it's really the best place to do it. There's really not a lot of other moments in this game that give you an opportunity like this to try this move. There's really one other spot that's kind of generally accepted by the God of War community that allows you to do this. Oh boy, okay, that was really close. Yeah, that's another moment that can really ruin this for you if the guys pile on top of you. That is why you need to maneuver out of their way as often as possible. Oh shit! Okay, there we go. Here we go. As long as you can just keep one of those active, your streak's good. You need to not get greedy. That's really the biggest piece of advice I can give you in this little miniature challenge here. The funny thing, actually, my co-host for this series lies. Even though we haven't seen him yet, we definitely will. I told him that I was going to be doing this challenge tonight, and the only thing that he texted back to me was ... Oh, great. He definitely reciprocates my frustration for this challenge. It is such a piece of shit. But nonetheless, we will get it done. We're almost halfway there. We're gonna start getting to the point though, yeah, where these guys are gonna start dying, and so we got to be careful. I mean, they do respawn. It's just that there comes a time where you really start to panic a little bit because you're afraid that you're gonna start killing off too many of them at once. And that your counter's gonna reset because of that whole thing. All right, here we go. Nope. You got to be careful on how quickly you spam the button too, because if you hit it too fast, he'll actually like try to do the grab move, and doing that too many times will totally fuck this thing up for you. So be very careful. This is definitely not the type of stress I needed today. Truthfully, I have had one Whopper of a day, and I say Whopper because I hate Whoppers, because they're burgers without freaking cheese, man. You have to order those, like, especially with cheese. Like, they don't come with cheese on them just at stock level. you got to make a special order for that. There's a bar here in, oh god, there's a bar here in Salem, and they actually, on their menu, they have a hamburger, and instead of having on their menu a cheeseburger, they have instead written a hamburger with cheese, which, by all accounts that we can all remember, that would be the classic definition of a cheeseburger. So why in God's name would you not just write cheeseburger? That is so frustrating. I mean, that is the reason why I have never gone to Jake's Bar. I'm never going to go there. It is not going to be something that I'm going to do, because I find that is just blasphemy at the highest level. Why would you do that? Like, I get you're trying to have kind of your own little thing, but that is just really stupid, man. It's just really dumb. What do you do? What do you do? This is probably my frustration speaking here. But I had my own set of frustrating events happen today. I'm gonna have to go to the doctor tomorrow and get a tetanus shot, believe it or not. I was helping my dad today. I had to go up to one of my other stores and help him move out. We were getting our water heater replaced. We haven't had like running hot water at that joint for probably 4 or 5 months. Kind of a bad thing. It's generally not what you want in that situation. So we called up a guy. He was gonna replace it for us. Weird thing was, we've got it's a one-story store, but we've got like a little like attic kind of nook looking thing up there. And ooh, we're almost there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We got this thing in the bag, son. Almost. We'll finish this off real quick. I need to focus for like 15 seconds. And just like that, my friends, we have completed it! We are the Hitman, and we can finally get rid of these damn people. It only took 8 minutes, or actually 9 minutes even, but we done did it. I actually, in no way, shape, or form did I think I was going to get that done on the first try. I can't believe it. I was thinking that this was going to be something that I was going to have to, stop and reload the damn game like, maybe 4, 5, 6 times, perhaps, but hey, we did it. We did it. I'm feeling really good right now. That I can't tell you how relieved I am. Like, a lot of the stress I just dealt with has gone by the wayside. But yeah, so we've got like this little like attic kind of nook thing, and that's where our water heater's at. So I actually had to drive up to our other store to help my dad and the guy that was installing the damn thing for us. I had to go up and help them get it out of that spot. Is there anything over here? I always forget if there's anything over here. So I go over there, and the guy goes up into the little nook up there, and he gets everything all detached and whatnot, and then so my dad and I are sitting down on the bottom, and he hands this thing down to us. And dude, this water heater is just old as shit. I'm talking, that thing is probably like at least double and then some change my lifespan already. And it's just covered in rust near the bottom and all this stuff, and so we grab it and we're taking it right outside. Hold on.
Can it be? Does this mean Lord Hades rules no longer?
You'd be right in saying that.
God of the underworld is dead.
Dead? Ah, Hades deserved to suffer, though I thought his death impossible.
Olympians overestimate themselves.
Interesting. I will keep that in mind, Spartan.
Oh, goody.
You need the soul of a god to use the Hyperion Gate, Kratos. And that one has not been used for centuries. I'm sure it's broken, otherwise I would have seen my beautiful... You know, Kratos, I wasn't always like this. A monster. I was once the most prized craftsman in all of Olympus. Zeus rewarded me with my marriage to the beautiful Aphrodite.
She's a hot one, by the way.
Bragged of my talent. But the day you killed Ares was the day my world was torn from me. That day, Zeus became the fiend you now know. Worst of all, he took my beloved daughter, Pandora. My reason for living. I spend my time here trying to recreate her. I fail again and again. She
Remember that
still
statue we
lives,
saw
Spartan.
outside by the judges?
I can feel it.
That's who that is.
You, Kratos. You can bring her back to me.
Your child is not my concern.
But surely you can understand. You were once a father, too.
He's like, you're right. You know, Hephaestus, I think you really need to go see an optometrist about that eye, man. I mean, that's a fairly big concern. It's not very becoming of you. It's a wonder why you haven't seen Aphrodite in a while. She's probably really terrified to look at that heinous mug of yours. Okay, so I'm trying to remember where exactly we are to be going right now. We don't go through there. Oh, okay, I know where to go. I know where we gotta go. We definitely gotta head out the gate back here and go back towards the very beginning again. So that's where we're gonna go right now. But we do have access to those gates, to the Hyperion gates, now that we have the the soul of a god. Even though well, actually, no, we didn't have the one from Poseidon. We actually stole the one from Hades. So we do have that in our possession now, which is really good. Oh, great! I can't wait for this. So yeah, so we grab that thing and it's rusty as shit and all that. Oh, good. These guys again. Fantastic. So we take it outside and I'm kind of losing my grip on this thing already as it is, and we're just gonna try to set it on the ground, you know, outside so the guy can throw it up in his truck and all that and get it out of our lives forever. And in the process of that, I'm starting to lose my grip, and we kind of put it on it, well, not really on its side, but we kind of put it down at an angle, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on it with my right hand because I'm losing my grip on it at a fairly, at a fairly steady rate. And so I'm, oh my, here we go. We can get a little more of these out of the way too. So I'm just trying to get my bearings about me here, and in the process of that, I'd put so much pressure on the bottom of that heater that I ended up just slicing myself, it was just like a perfect cut, just right on my ring finger here on my right hand, and it ended up hurting really bad. It started bleeding like crazy, and I ran over to the sink and I did, like, I'm gonna say probably a solid 10 rounds of soap, and I was doing like antibiotic sprays on it and taking colloidal silver, which if you're not familiar with the health industry, colloidal silver is kind of a natural antibiotic that you can take internally and put on open wounds to help them heal and cleanse all the bacteria and shit in them. And so I've been doing, you know, a really steady dose of that, and I've just been like, I've been trying to avoid going to the clinic to, you know, get a tetanus shot, because God knows that I have just a crippling fear, just a absolutely spine-bending fear of needles. I don't want to deal with it. Any of the last 5 times I've had to put up with needles going into my body for any reason, it usually like sends me into shock, and I end up like passing out in the on the you know, bed there, and I end up waking up and I end up puking, and it's just a nightmare. And so I was thinking maybe if I did all these things, maybe it would, you know, it would cleanse the infection so that I wouldn't get tetanus. I wouldn't have to go get the shot and all that. And more than likely, it probably did. I mean, I didn't really give it any sort of time to kind of sit and fester in my body at all. And so I figure, you know, maybe I did myself a service there. But I think that just to be on the safe side anyways, I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow. But God, because I would rather not, you know, have the whole deal of, you know, getting the lockjaw part of it, and getting like these crippling muscle spasms in my neck, and I think there's like another part of your body that it happens to, and I mean, it's virtually incurable. Like if you actually get tetanus, because I don't think there's actually any known cure for it, like that shit can kill you, man. and you definitely have to get, you know, you have to kind of renew your tetanus shots like once every like 5 years or so, and I haven't had one in a solid 20. Like, I haven't had one since I was like 7 years old, from when I stepped on a nail in the garage. And so I think that I might have to do it. I'm gonna have to put my fear aside for a moment. I've heard that when you get tetanus shots, just because it's been so long and I don't really remember. Oh, and we're gonna do one of these, and we're gonna do one of these. I win. I am a better archer than you, and you. Oh, yeah, that was a nice shot. I have to give you some credit there. That was some pretty good marksmanship. And so was this. All right, that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm trying to think here. Okay, we'll go through the portal. I spent so much time doing that one challenge that I feel like you guys deserve a little bit more than what you got today. So we'll keep rolling. Kratos. Ah, yes. Now that I have the soul of the man in my body, I can go through the warping portals now.
His death is our only hope.
Understand this, Athena. Zeus will die.
That was a little dramatic, Kratos. I don't think you needed to say it that way. I think we all get the point, man. We all understand that he's gonna die, and you're gonna be the one to deliver the package to him that says that in probably bold Comic Sans font, because we all know how much people hate that one. Or maybe one that's more fitting because of the name. Maybe like Papyrus font, which is basically the font that every small business and local restaurant has ever used, ever. Yeah, so yeah, it pretty much sucks. That's pretty much how my day's been going, and I just like, it put me in such a bummer of a mood because and one more thing too, the guy that was helping us like move the heater out, he offered me gloves after the fact, like after I had already sliced myself. He's like, "Hey, do you want some gloves?" I was like, "It would have been great if you would have, you know, asked me about that maybe like 3 minutes ago before I cut myself with a 50-year-old water heater." But hey,
Quickly, you must help me.
Help you.
Yes, child. Quickly. I suffer greatly. I tried to return to battle, but
Without me,
you know I had no choice. You must help me.
oh, I'm gonna help you, all right. Oh, I'm gonna help you good, Gaia. I'm gonna help you so quick right now. I'm gonna slice your little wooden veins here, and I'm gonna be on my merry way. I tell you right now, because you made me go to the freaking underworld, you slut. I don't think you deserve anything.
Kratos, do I mean nothing to you?
No, you don't.
means to an end, Gaia. Nothing more.
But I must face Zeus. The Titans must take down Olympus.
No.
This is my war, not yours.
You tell her, Kratos. You give her the business. And we're really gonna give her the business now. Oh yeah. Dun 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 yeah. What a way to go, you know. She gets sent down the cliff because we cut her hand off. Yeah. I love that trophy. That's one of my favorite trophy names in the whole game. Handyman. That's so great. Oh man, that is good times right there. But yeah, dude, that guy, how the hell is that guy gonna offer me gloves after I already chopped myself up? Like, I get it, you don't want me to cut myself again, but, I mean, the new one obviously didn't have any possibly rigid-ass edges on it, so it wasn't really anything to really worry about after that. Okay, guys, so really quick, we're gonna do this one more, this last thing before we call it a night. This is the other area that people very commonly do for the 1,000 hit deal. It's just it's another area where there's a number of mobs that spawn in this vicinity, and it gives you plenty of room to give it a shot. Door to Olympia. Prove your worth as a hero. Destroy the enemies that stand in your way, and the doors shall open. The only thing that makes this a much harder spot to do this in, is because there's so much space in here. That's like they kind of almost, you know, overdo it in the space department, but also just the assortment of enemies they give you for this, really not the best one to do it for. That's why I like doing it in the room right after the Hades fight, because it just, you only get one type of enemy, and that, or two of them actually, and it makes it so much better, really. So that's the reason why I'd really go that way instead. Because here we're gonna start getting demon dogs, and yeah, see, we're starting to get all this stuff now, and it is simply way more stressful trying to keep all these losers in line, you know. We might actually be able to get the kicking dogs trophy here if everything, you know, works out. Because we've got to be close, man. We've kicked a lot of these dudes. I mean, we definitely might be, we might be able to try out as an NFL punter at this point with the amount of kicking we've been doing. I mean, it's got to be getting pretty close. Come on, bring the pain. God, that guy got it pretty bad. Nope, nope. That dog almost just ran off the cliff on his own merit. He's just like, ah! There's some kibbles and bits off this thing. I'm going. Gotta be close. I mean, seriously, how many of these have I done? Has anybody got a running counter for this yet, or what? It's fine. I'll definitely take, you know, any amount of these extra souls that I get for this whole little game we're playing. Oh, oh. Yeah, those guys do that move too, and that's kind of a frustrating brew of things to put up with. And we'll tear you in half. Why not? Kind of, you know, throw some fear into the enemies of the land here. Oh, and for you. Oh, no, you. No, the dog. God. Okay, he's just gonna go die instead. Why not? That was funny. He's like, you think you're gonna get me? No, you're not. I'm not gonna give you the chance. And here we go. That ought to take care of a bunch of them right there. And you're down. And you're down. You've got potential. You... Oh. Only 2 left. Let's burn them alive. Still more than 2 left. Okay. Thought we had them. Not quite. Oh, he blocked it. Well done. Gotta give the man credit. I think he's just about out of turns here. He's definitely not going to pass go. Most certainly not going to collect $200 because I don't think that dollars were actually a form of currency back in these times. I don't think that was really a thing that developed yet. Come on, there we go. Okay, we're good. And now we can enter. These doors, by the way, like, who would have had the technology to make a door like that? Where it'll only unlock if you murder some, you know, randomized amount of people, and that the statues on the thing surrounding it, their eyes light up red. Who would have had access to red LED lights like that at a time like this? Who knows? Whatever. Oh, not these bastards. These harpies with their lack of a nose and their weird-ass boobs and their whatever. I mean, maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're related to Tom Riddle? I don't know. I mean, I hope not. He's, if that's the case, he's got some ugly-ass family. I'm just saying that right now. Okay, so let's agitate it a little bit, and we're off. And you are... Oh! Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, oh, here we go. Didn't think we were going to be doing it that way. I thought I'd have to shoot another one of those. Good job! There it is. I think we gotta do one more of those. And, you know, I think... Aha! I knew there was a chest down here. I knew there was a reason to come down into this pit. I always just forget right up front. And nothing more down here? Nothing? Making sure, okay. For some reason I thought there may have been a golden chest down there, but knowing this game, they don't always put them out in plain sight like that. They like to make you think a little. It's a bit more challenging, but not too bad. If you do it while they're highlighted, it's not nearly as hard. If you have to try to do it the hard way, though, it's a little more challenging. Okay, there's our save point. Now we're going to be good to go. And we're going to have full health and magic to go right into the next episode. So, my friends, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play God of War 3, we are going to head right over there. And we have another set of encounters that I'm not particularly excited about. But everything will be good. We knocked out 2 trophies today. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And we got that 1,000-hit combo done on the first try. I'm still really excited about that. That's super cool. We'll also use the remainder of our available orbs to upgrade some weaponry. So we will do that. So until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully without tetanus. Bye.